About a month ago, I did a first look and review of this reel. This is the Garcia Silver Maxx. It is one of the entry-level bait casters, one step up from the Black Maxx. It retails for about $60 to $70 depending on where you buy it. Now, I'm going to come back to this reel and do something that a lot of YouTubers do not. I'm going to do a follow-up review. That was a first look and initial thought video, even though it was titled review. This is going to be the true review video because I've now fished with this thing for about a month. So now I can actually attest as to how long this thing is going to last and whether or not it's truly worth the money. So in that first video, if you notice, I said it seemed like a great reel. It said that it was all around built well and seemed like a good, solid, dependable reel. Well, I've now used this thing for around a month and I can attest that this thing is a beast. I've used this reel for just about everything, and I was slightly skeptical of this reel, to be honest. But let me tell you, I've caught everything from little tiny sunfish to use as bait, gar. I've caught an almost 18-pound carp, and some big, chunky channel catfish, all on this reel. And let me tell you, this thing has taken it with not even the slightest of problems. I've had zero problems with this reel. Spooled it up with 30-pound spider wire stealth braid. That is my favorite braid to use. And this reel is amazing. It has quickly become my favorite reel of all time. I will say that without a doubt. It is by far one of the nicest reels I've used, even over a $100 loose speed spool I got. This thing trumps it. Doesn't have as many bearings, probably not the most smooth of bait casters in the world, but it works, and it has zero problems fighting some big fish. So, some positive things. The plastic star drag, despite having used it quite a bit to adjust drag during fights, and even having the drag under a lot of tension, this plastic has not given way in any way, shape, or form. Handle's still nice. None of the screws or anything on the body started to work themselves out. Nothing's become stripped. I have cleaned it a couple times. All the gears, they're looking pristine as if they were never used. Even the line roller, though it's got dirty several times, the line roller really is still quite nice and smooth, even though it has gotten dirty a couple times. And one of the big factors for me is a lot of bait casters, when you use them, the free spool button starts to get kind of mushy. On the Garcia, this is not the case. It is a crisp click, as you can see. A nice crisp click that truly shows that that's going to last a while. It has not had a single problem. The anti-reverse, which gave out on my loose speed spool, is still pristine, even though I fought some big fish on this. And I was a little skeptical because bait casters aren't really built to have a lot of fish just running drag out, but the drag system on here has had no problems, and it has been put to the test because an 18-pound carp on a medium heavy bait casting rod will test your tackle, especially once it gets in the current of a flooded river. Those caught some big carp, caught some channels. It's held up to some nice big fish on this, and I've not even, like, you cannot even tell, besides a couple dings on the top, some dirt, you can't even tell that you can't really even tell that this thing was ever used. It feels, looks, and performs as if it was straight out of the box, which is amazing. Now, it does have a plastic frame, and I was a little bit skeptical of that, but that plastic frame has not bent, flexed, or broken in any way, shape, or form. The reel seat is still perfect. Nothing has bent, nothing has taken any damage whatsoever. And I've been truly blown away by this reel. For the price point, one of the greatest bait casters I'd say you could ever get. Definitely has become my favorite reel. And it's a nice looking reel. It feels solid, feels built well, and now I can attest it is built well. It is solid, and it's very dependable. May not be the most pizzazzified reel, may not be the most fancy, may not have the most bearings, but let me tell you, it gets work done and just does its job. So all in all, the Garcia Silver Maxx bait caster is one of, if not the greatest bait caster for the price point that you can get. Amazing reel, by far my favorite, and you will definitely be seeing me use it in some of my upcoming videos. So there you go, guys. If you're looking for a budget bait caster, I'd recommend the Silver Maxx. It's got a pretty decent price point, and you definitely cannot beat it. It is my favorite reel. So thanks for watching. Get out there, catch some more fish.